Steelers. Meanwhile, having the home field advantage like Indy had this past weekend or like Denver has this coming is a big boost for the home team. There's no question about it. It's also a big boost for the home city economically, but that doesn't mean that Pittsburgh isn't reaping some benefits from the playoff picture. And marketing professor Dr. Audrey Gusky of Duquesne University is here to tell us what Pittsburgh gets out of the whole deal, even though the games aren't taking place at Heinz Field. Audrey, good morning.
Good morning, John. Great
Welcome.
to be here. Thank
Glad
you very
to have
much.
You. Give me some facts and figures on the amount that a team, well, let's say Denver this weekend, can expect to reap with a game in town, and conversely, what can we expect to get, even though the game's not being played here?
Well, historically, when we played the playoff games in the Pittsburgh area, and it's hard to estimate because you've got a lot of factors to take into account, but typically it's about $5 million that a city will take in. You look at the hotels, the restaurants, the souvenirs people are buying, just the energy that people are spending more as a result of bringing all the tourists, as well as people who are the natives and spending more money.
Right, plus the stadium tax or whatever kind of...
Stadium tax is about $500,000, so you just take that into account, and that boosts the city's coffers as well. But the beautiful thing is that we are still reaping tremendous benefits, and it's hard to estimate once again, but you're probably looking at about $1 million, a shot in the arm for the Pittsburgh area, and it's fabulous for retailers because Christmas season was very weak and poor, and so January is typically a very, very slow month, and a lot of retailers are saying their sales are even stronger than they were a couple weeks before Christmas.
Well, and it's huge business for bars, as we have been hearing. I mean, we've had so many stories from bars not only locally, but like in Cincinnati and Indianapolis.
Right.
Steeler fans who are living in these other cities who have these bars that are dedicated to supporting our black and gold.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you look at all the restaurants and the bars and on Sunday, and they'll be packed, they'll be huge, they'll be making tons of money, and it'll be wonderful. The beautiful thing is retailers may be selling black and gold, but they're seeing green. So whether it's a supermarket like a Shop and Save or a Giant Eagle or a Coons, or the people selling the paraphernalia and the merchandise, or decorating their homes with the black and gold, buying the signs, buying extra newspapers, watching more TV to keep a look on, you know, what happened in the past and what everybody's predicting. So overall, it's just, and the motivation of Pittsburghers is fabulous. People are excited, they're pumped up, even though the weather is getting a little bit dreary now. People are having a fun time. It's brought the whole community together.
Oh, it has.
I think estimates, they said 83% of all TVs were tuned into the game in the Pittsburgh area that we're on. It's huge. Well, it's just a huge party for the whole area.
And it gives you an understanding of how crucial that call, that Troy Polamalu call was. If that had gone against us, think of the monies that would have been deprived. We would have been deprived of.
Absolutely.
That we deserved.
Right.
Because it was a bad call.
Yeah.
And I'm still fuming over that.
It was a roller coaster game, as everyone said.
Oh my gosh.
And
well, the poor guy had a heart attack when Jerome fumbled. The fella.
Can't blame him.
Yeah.
Most of us were having heart attacks too. But the bottom line is we won, we're moving on, and we have to pray and hope that we get to the Super Bowl, because you can just imagine the national coverage, the image, the possibilities, the wonderful, wonderful potential that's going to happen to the city. So we're looking forward to that.
We're over halfway there, and we take the next step this Sunday. Thank you.
We'll be there. Thank you,
Appreciate
John.
you being in here for us. Stay with us, folks, this morning.